Welcome to the channel. I'm Lena and today I'm talking about the Costco Citi credit card. What's it like? What are the perks? Is it right for you? And then at the end I am sharing how much cash back we got this year with our Costco Citi credit card. On this channel, I make videos simplifying money and home. Please come be a part of it by hitting that subscribe button and ringing that little notification bell so that you see all my new uploads. First off, this video is not sponsored by Costco or the Citi credit card, so I am getting no compensation for my positive or negative review. So let's talk details of the card. So you have to be a Costco member to get the Citi Costco card, obviously, kind of. So you do have to have a membership already, or you could get a membership because you're just so excited about getting this credit card. I don't know, up to you. So this is what the card looks like. Look, I really do have one. We have had our Citi credit card for about 3 years, and we've been very pleased with how it has gone and how much money we've gotten back on our purchases. So you can find all this information out on the Citi card website, and I'll link that down below for you guys. And the first perk would be that you get 4% back on gas. And with gas prices skyrocketing, we spend more money on gas than we used to. So this is becoming more of a perk. So a perk to rising gas prices, I guess? Not really. But it means we are getting 4% cash back on all gas purchases. If you are shopping around for credit cards, you will see that getting 4% on anything is pretty good. And gas is something that we definitely purchase, so that's something that really starts to rack up because we're buying that every single month. It's not like once in a blue moon that we buy that. Maybe like, oh, you get 5% back on electronics. Like, I don't really buy electronics that often, so it wouldn't really be worth it. But the gas, we buy all the time. Next perk is that you get 3% back off of restaurants and travel. This is just reminding me that we just went out, but we paid for it with cash. And now I'm like, oh, we could have gotten 3% back if we'd used our card instead of paying for it with cash. Oops. Anyway, you get 3% off on restaurants, so if you like to eat out, or even if that's just occasional, that's kind of a nice little perk. And then the travel, it includes Airbnb too. So we have a little Airbnb in our house. You can check out my other Airbnb videos if you want to learn more about what that's like. You know, Airbnb, hotels, transportation, flights, stuff like that. And I know people aren't traveling quite as much as they used to be, but we're still doing some things, and that is a nice perk. Next perk is that we get 2% back on all Costco and Costco.com purchases. And I'm kind of embarrassed to say how much money we spend at Costco, but it is quite a lot. And a lot of things that are bigger purchases, like electronics, can often be cost effective to buy at Costco. And since we have this credit card, we would definitely go and lean towards doing it at Costco because we also get some of that money back with our refund. We also buy things for our Airbnb on Costco.com, like sheets and comforters and stuff like that. So we are racking up that cash back when we are buying things for our Airbnb. At some point, we are going to have to buy a new laptop. My computer does not really like editing all these videos. It kind of stalls out sometimes, and then it wasn't holding its charge, or it couldn't be charged, but then we realized it was the cord, so we just bought a new cord instead of a computer, which was kind of sad. But at some point, we're going to buy a new computer, and we'll buy it at Costco, and then we will get that cash back from that. So we also have an executive Costco membership, which means a certain percentage of our purchases get refunded to us, and they give it to us. We can get it at Costco, we can get it as cash, or we can spend it at Costco. And often what we do with that is that we just pay for the membership. So we basically get a free membership every single year because of that. But this also means that we are getting more back for every Costco purchase because we are using our Citi credit card at Costco and getting that 2% back. And then we're also getting, I think it's 1%, back with our executive membership. And then on all other purchases, we're getting 1% back. And this doesn't seem too significant, but if we are careful about how we use our credit card and we pay it off every single month, it's just free money, which is so cool. And we are always doing some huge house project like buying a deck or remodeling the bathroom or whatever it is. And 1% of, $5,000, $10,000 is a lot of money. So before you know it, that starts to add up. If you have a Costco membership, this card has no annual fees, which I really like because that just makes it simpler and you don't have to think about every year if you need to justify having this card. And the other thing that doesn't really affect us, but there's no foreign transaction fees. So if you are a traveler, that could mean something valuable to you. We don't really get out of the country much. So is this card right for you? That depends on you a lot and a lot of different things, but I want to give you a few things to think about whether or not this credit card is right for you. Credit cards can definitely be dangerous and need to be handled carefully. So know yourself and know what you're like. It's just another credit card. Yes, it has a better interest rate than some other credit cards. I think our interest rate is like 15%, and often on other credit cards it's like 29%. 15% interest rate is still horrid. So the credit cards are still really dangerous if you don't pay them off, and it's not like you're getting free cash back if you're ever holding a balance over till the next month, because then you accrued some interest and all your benefits went out the window. So we just like to use this card to get some cash back, but we're basically using it as a debit card. We're not spending any more money than we have. We know where that money is coming from. It's just sitting in our bank account. So basically we're just taking an extra step in our buying process by putting it through the credit card for the benefits and some of the protections, because credit cards come with some amount of protection, and you could dispute fraudulent charges, and then the credit card company can refund you sometimes. Read all the fine print if you're really interested in all that. But if it's a debit card and someone gets a hold of your number, it just comes right out of your bank account, and there's no company except for the bank to refund that, so it's less likely that you'll get your money back. So if you can just use the credit card as a debit card basically and not spend money that you don't have and pay it off every month, this credit card can be great for building your credit history, showing how you can be responsible with a credit card, which can really help your credit score. I know if you're a Dave Ramsey fan, he would say, no way, credit cards are the worst. Don't even think about it. Just cut it up and throw it in the trash. But I think this is about knowing yourself and whether or not you can control how much you're spending, regardless of how you are spending it. So if you know that you will not be able to resist if your credit limit is $10,000 and you'll just spend that $10,000, whether or not that money is already in your checking account, maybe this is not a good idea. But if you know you can pay it off every month and you want to build your credit score and you want to get the best interest rate on a house that you're thinking of buying, and you want to prove your credit history for whatever you're thinking about purchasing, maybe this is a good idea. The other thing to realize is that this credit card is not magic. I know sometimes on YouTube people make these videos about how we went to Hawaii for free and then we did this credit card churning thing and then we got all the sign-up bonuses and we used that for this special vacation, and it gets really complicated. I'm not saying that that's impossible. I'm just saying for normal people who don't want to spend all day thinking about their credit cards and calculating everything and signing up for credit cards and unsigning up for credit cards, it's not really realistic for a lot of our real lives. So this card is cool. We get some cash back. This is real money that we can use, and we didn't spend any extra money, so it really is free money that we got. But it's not a magic way to finance all your expensive vacations. And the part you've been waiting for is our rebate. This year we are getting a rebate that is $625. So this is a significant amount of money, and no, we did not spend an extra dime that we would have not spent, so it really is free bonus money that we get to spend how we choose. And how will we spend that money? Well, my first idea was that we were going to spend it on a computer because we need a computer, but we got the charger instead, so now I don't get a new computer. Oh well. The next thing we may spend our rebate on would be a new stove. Our stove can't decide if it's on or off or hot or cold. So we may do that, even though that's not particularly exciting to me, I guess. Another thing you could spend $600 on would be like a weekend trip. Another great thing that you could spend this money on would be to move your financial goals forward. So whatever your financial goals are for this year, whatever you have planned, you are just throwing every penny at these goals, and this rebate would just be more cash to throw at those goals. Let me know down in the comments, if you are getting this rebate, what would you be spending it on? And if you have a Citi Costco credit card, how's it working out for you? Do you love it? Do you hate it? What do you think about it? Be sure to like the video so YouTube knows it's a good one. Don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss any future uploads. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.